Hello, welcome to your 2018 New Year of the Dog predictions. If you want to get straight to your reading, feel free to skip past this intro. So as an update, I haven't posted to my channel for the past couple of months because I moved over the holidays and I took January to unpack and comfortably settle into my new place. I am excited to say that I'm now able to begin posting monthly forecast videos again. So this month of February has already been a very active month. I'm filming these videos on the day of the Chinese New Year, ushered in today on February 16th, which really comes at an advantageous time of change this year. This is because directly following Valentine's Day, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 15th. We had already experienced the full moon lunar eclipse on January 31st. Eclipses happen twice a year and they come in pairs 2 weeks apart. They tend to bring shifts in our life circumstances, which is a necessary function in order to grow and move forward. Sometimes these changes can be interpreted as being sudden or unexpected. However, really most likely they are the result of a longer term sort of underlying energy that has come to a culminating point of manifestation, and that is brought out at this time of the eclipses. So in this reading, we will be looking at the tarot to show the energetic focal point of the solar eclipse for your sign after the yearly predictions. So 2018 is the year of the Earth dog. Earth has qualities of being effectively communicative, serious, and responsible in work, and the dog makes a loyal companion to friends, family, colleagues, and lovers. Overall this year, we will experience themes of trust in our associations, as well as the ability to draw in true friends and reliable partners. Dog energy gives honesty and fair actions. It can bring popularity in social circles. It lends advice and help to others and can fix bad habits or bad associations. For these video forecasts, I want to draw cards for the entirety of the new year, separate from the more immediate concentrated energy of the solar eclipse. So I will be doing these readings in 2 parts, each with a different focus. These, of course, are general readings based upon either your sun, moon, or ascendant. So if you would like a personalized reading, please contact me through my website, SunGoddessAshley.com. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. Virgo, let's see what the year of the dog has for you. So for this, I'm using the Connolly Tarot. I'm also drawing from the medicine cards and the secret language of color cards. So let's go ahead and see what the year has for you. I'm going to be pulling 12 cards, 1 card for each month, even though we've already passed January and we are halfway into February. I'm still going to include that. Sometimes hindsight helps. Also, just want to get like the overall picture of the whole year. So show me the year of the dog for Virgos. Okay. I see you as very personally empowered at the very beginning of the year. This card has been coming up for a lot of people. Okay. All right. So here we go. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. Oh, interesting. Queen of Wands. Oh, she's been coming up. Well, this is the second time she's come up. Even though she does represent Leo as like a sign, she came up for, I believe, Cancer. So, okay, Virgo. This is the card that represents you, the Hermit. As Virgos make natural teachers. They are born teachers. They love to learn. Mercury rules Virgo. Studies anything where you're using your mental capacity and mental mind to sort of figure things out, problem solve, come up with new information, new ways of doing things. They're also natural healers because of this, wanting to explore different healing modalities and being very helpful to other people, sharing what you have sort of gone through with other people. I see you're sort of passing the torch here. In January, there's some sort of theme of you sharing something that is very useful to someone else, and you're sort of helping them up. And I see it's very personally empowering. The wise hermit has, you have wisdom to share. And again, stepping in that role of being a natural teacher, whether it's formal setting or not, you could be, it could be very like small, but whatever that small contribution is, whether or not it is small or not, it makes a big difference in this person's life. So I see you actually really helping somebody in January. February comes in, I get that there's news, messages, there's a lot of things to sort out for you for February. It looks like sudden messages, sudden information, things being revealed. There's more to the story. That's that sort of theme that I'm getting for you now in February. Is like, okay, now we've got sort of a windfall of news coming in. Now what do I do with it? I got to sort everything out. And it looks like you're going to do that well. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like you've taken sort of a lot of like immediate information that just sort of comes into you, and you've sort of organized it and packaged it up nicely and put a little bow on it. That's what I'm seeing for March. So the good you do also comes back to you, and I am seeing some sort of gift coming for you here in March. April looks like you may be a little bit bored, complacent. I feel like you need something, you're feeling as though you need something better to do with your time. Like, you're good at helping other people solve their own problems, but it's like when it comes to solving your problems, it's like you need a little bit of help, and it's possible that you may not want to receive the help that's being offered. Virgo is a very self-sufficient sign, so I do see that it would be beneficial to you if you did take the help. There's no pride in that. The way that you feel empowered in living a sense of purpose, something larger than just yourself, and the way that that makes you feel alive. If you allow other people to do that for you, it makes them feel the same way. So again, humility in that, receiving help from other people. That's the message that's coming through for me. Then in May, we have the Star, which is beautiful. Higher ideals, higher aspirations, something that makes your heart sing with joy. And as cheesy as that sounds, it's also a very beautiful thing. And I'm seeing you're putting logic behind you. I see like there's this wall, you've got this sword, which is logic to me, and you're putting that behind you, and you're following your instinct. So it's like your first impulse, and you have an impeccable sense of timing in May. I'm seeing like beautiful things, like just this month is going to be really good for you. Good, bad, whatever. I see it as being a beneficial energy for you in May. June, you have a task to, this is a card of organization to me. You're on it. You're able to maintain pretty well. I feel like you're just showing off here. You're like, look how well I can do this. Just kidding. But I do see that, I do see you're showing your capabilities in June. I feel like you're making the most of a magical opportunity that comes in here. This feels really good as far as you using your natural skills, putting them into practice this year, being in control and power in order to create something. So the Queen of Wands is coming in. I see the Queen of Wands as being an important person. It's a focus for you this year. So I don't know what her role is going to be. It's interesting that she's above the King of Swords. She's above her partner. There is a message in that. I feel like there's a new couple that's coming in, because if I read it this way, I see the new person or thing and a new couple. You meet her first. You meet the Queen of Swords first in July. It's a beautiful budding relationship. She can also keep up with you. She's sharp, she's intelligent, she's discerning. You learn a lot from each other. And I feel like you have a lot of fun things to talk about, actually. Okay, then she may put in your head some sort of idea on moving forward. And I'm seeing that under the lackluster card of sort of needing more juice, more life force to sort of get you going. I see you're on a journey, you're moving forward, you're making progress, and you're holding the wand. So again, you're taking action, you're feeling inspired, you're doing it. Queen of Swords sort of encourages you to take that next step. Okay? I see the arrival here. So it's like you're leaving somewhere and you're arriving here. Okay. You could be traveling. Just quite literally. I don't know how it's going to play out for every Virgo, but I do see a departure and arrival. The arrival seems much warmer than the departure, so you might be going to a warmer climate. This person is arriving in a boat, and it's very heartfelt, the motion that he's like making to sort of express gratitude for being received in such a way. So I feel like it's like I said, it feels like a warm arrival. You've got love in October. Love is going to be in the air for you in October, the Knight of Cups. It's a romantic gesture, romantic knight in shining armor here. It's very dreamy. Okay. You may have some sort of fantasy come true this month as well. Okay, then you've got the King of Swords. So again, here we're back to the couple. I do see the social connections that you have lead to other things. I feel like this is a good networking. Like this is good in networking. To me, this feels like a really lovely proposal in love, yes, but it also feels like you're being invited into their world. And then I do see more travel here in December. The Wheel of Fortune is like, you've accomplished a lot this year. And this is the tell of the end of the year, like what you've really done. You've done so many things. You've helped other people. You've met new people. You've traveled. You've, you know, demonstrated your abilities well. You've got gifts coming in. It just looks like it's a very successful year all in the big picture. Wonderful. So I want to draw a card from the color cards deck. I just thought it would be fun to see the color energy. Okay, so gray is just popping out. Learn to scan your body. Health and healing. Healing dis-ease. Any energy that is stagnant, breaking that up. Okay, like I said, you're a natural healer, you're a natural teacher. Helping other people, but doing it for yourself is something that you're going to need to learn to do more of this year. Okay. Let's see, I wanted to read this because I don't have this memorized, so I'm going to read a little bit from the book here. This part's short. So, gray identifies blockages in your body or aura, providing information about your mental, emotional, and physical state. Use gray to give you an alternative point of view and provide you with strength when dealing with challenging situations that you are feeling hopeless. The gray ray is a magnifying glass to blocked areas in your body. Visualize or sense a gray ray, then ask it to assist you with scanning your body for any dysfunctions. Use it to bring any blockages or stuckness in your body into your awareness. Close your eyes, place your attention inside your body, ask the gray ray to circle any area that needs your help, and bring that area into your conscious awareness. Become aware if any part of your body looks or feels like it's gray. Once you've identified the blockages in your body, ask that part of your body what color would be helpful in healing it. Then bathe it with that particular ray. Observe as grayness leaves your body and is replaced by vibrant rays of color. Say, Divine intelligence, please release all stuckness and limitation from my life so I can welcome freedom, creativity, and well-being. Now, the freedom, creativity, and well-being I do see is with the Queen of Wands. She naturally embodies this. I do see that sort of stuckness being with the 2 fours here. Fours are about solidity, things that have sort of stagnated. It is a solid sense of structure, but you don't want solid structures in your body. You want it outside of your body so that you can feel secure, not have that sort of blockage there. So I am seeing the divine guidance with the star in between these 2 fours. So this would be an important time of healing for you. Hermit, Virgo, healing. News of something to heal, getting the divine guidance, letting go of blockages, getting some sort of advice to move on, move forward. You end up in a very nice space that sort of opens up new opportunities at the end of the year. You have this sort of success. Vitality is an important focus for you this year, personal vitality. So I also want to draw from the medicine cards, just sort of popped out too fast before me to really explain it. The crow, it also has this sort of gray, well, it's a black color, but it's sort of, they're not really colorful beings. The gray and the crow, it's not like it's a peacock or a toucan bird or something. It's a gray or black crow. So, interesting. Sort of that slate color is what I would attribute to swords. And I do see this couple being very important for you this year. I'm seeing also grays where black and white sort of blend together and sort of come to like a balance instead of the 2 polar opposites being so extreme. And in that balance that's where we have, like, if we have a balanced body, we have a healthy body. So I'm seeing that as well. I'm going to read about the crow because, again, I don't have all the information memorized. So if you want to skip past this part, I'm going to be pulling more cards on the eclipse. Otherwise, let me read about the crow. I believe the crow is like laws. Yes, and also one of the things, the reason why I wanted to pull a medicine card is because it is the year of the dog. It's sort of animal themed, and I feel like working with spirit animal totems also helps us connect to the energies available for us, as humans are really a part of the animal kingdom. Okay, so this begins with a poem. Crow, are you cawing so that I know the secrets of balance within my soul? Or are you sending your sacred caw just to remind me of universal laws? Well, that seems light and fluffy. Okay, so let's go ahead and read about the universal law of nature. Okay, so there is a medicine story that tells of Crow's fascination with her own shadow. She kept looking at it, scratching at it, pecking at it until her shadow woke up and became alive. Then Crow's shadow ate her. Crow is now a dead crow. Again, I said light and fluffy. Great. So, okay. Dead Crow is the left-handed guardian. If you look deeply into Crow's eye, you will have found the gateway to the supernatural. Crow knows the unknowable mysteries of creation and is the keeper of all sacred law. Since Crow is the keeper of sacred law, Crow can bend the laws of the physical universe and shapeshift. This ability is rare and unique. Few adepts exist in today's world, and fewer still have mastered Crow's art of shapeshifting. This art includes doubling or being in 2 places at one time consciously, taking another physical form, and becoming a fly on the wall to observe what is happening far away. By the Europeans that came to Turtle Island were named the Boat People by Slow Turtle. Even with the knowledge of alchemy possessed by certain boat people, none had ever seen the powerful shape-shifting of shamans who utilized crow medicine. Many boat people were frightened by what appeared to be animals coming into their camps or dwellings to discern their medicine. Crow's medicine people are masters of illusion. All sacred texts are under the protection of Crow. Creator's Book of Laws or Book of Seals is bound in crow feathers. Crow feathers tell of spirit made flesh. Crow is also the protector of Ogala or ancient records. The sacred law belts or wampum belts, beaded by native women long before the boat people or Europeans came to this continent, contain knowledge of Great Spirit's laws and are kept in the black lodges, the lodges of women. The law which states that all things are born of women is signified by Crow. Children are taught to behave according to the rules of a particular culture. Most orthodox religious systems create a mandate concerning acceptable behavior within the context of worldly affairs. Do this and you will go to heaven. Do thus and so you will go to hell. Different formulas for salvation are demanded by each true faith. Human law is not the same as sacred law. More so than any other medicine, Crow sees that the physical world and even the spiritual world, as humanity interprets them, are an illusion. There are billions of worlds. There is an infinitude of creatures. Great Spirit is within all. If an individual obeys Crow's perfect laws and as given by the Creator, then at death he or she dies a good medicine death, going on to the next incarnation with a clear memory of his or her past. Crow is an omen of change. Crow lives in the void and has no sense of time. If ancient chiefs tell us that Crow sees simultaneously three fates, past, present, and future. Crow merges light and darkness, seeing both inner and outer reality. If Crow medicine appears in your card spread, you must pause and reflect on how you see the laws of Great Spirit in relation to the laws of humanity. Crow medicine signifies a first-hand knowledge of higher order of right and wrong than indicated by the laws created in human culture. With Crow medicine, you speak in a powerful voice when addressing issues for you that seem out of harmony, out of balance, out of whack, or unjust. Remember that Crow looks at the world with first one eye and then the other, cross-eyed. In Mayan cultures, cross-eyeds had the privilege and duty of looking into the future. You must put aside your fear of being a voice in the wilderness and call the shots as you see them. As you learn to allow your personal integrity to be your guide, your sense of feeling alone will vanish. Your personal will can then emerge so that you will stand in your truth. The prime path of true Crow people says to be mindful of your opinions and actions. Be willing to walk your talk, speak your truth, know your life's mission, and balance past, present, and future in the now. Shapeshift that old reality and become your future self. Allow the bending of physical laws to aid in creating the shape-shifted world of peace. Okay, so wow, that was definitely powerful. There was something about the shape-shifting that I see here with the 4 and the star and then the 4 again. I also see the boat people here. It's like I said, you were going on a trip. It can be a metaphysical trip. It can be a metaphorical trip. It can be a visionary trip, like a vision quest. But I do see the boat people arriving here in this sort of sacred spiritual medicine. Again, finding the balance between black and white, finding the gray is the balance, again, between the past, present, and the future. You really do have the ability to heal yourself, and I'm seeing this theme come up for you. So it looks like you're going to use your natural skills and abilities as the Queen of Wands to heal yourself this year in some way, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's psychological. If you can do it for other people, you can do it for yourself. Wonderful. Beautiful message. Okay, so I'm going to then be drawing cards for the eclipse that just passed. Now that we have an idea of what the year will look like for your sign, I want to be drawing 2 cards for the lunar and solar eclipses. And also I'm going to be interpreting the shadow card for what energy you can use to bring in for March. And then I want to end up end this video with drawing a lover's oracle card. Because Valentine's just passed and the solar eclipse was conjunct Venus. Okay. Lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, actually I feel like this brought a culmination of enjoyment and pleasure in your personal relationships. I do see romance as well here. So you reaping the benefits of that, enjoying that. For some of you, I do see that the fun and games are sort of over and it's becoming a little bit more serious, and I feel like that may be wigging some of you out. Here, I do see it's relationship themed, friendships, relationships, whatever that is. It's there's something that you're unsure of and feeling a little bit insecure here. And maybe a little bit afraid of how this is going, because things looks like things were really pleasant and great, and they can be that way again, but also what you're bringing into March with as far as like this love energy and the eclipse energy is a little bit of chaos. It's disorganization. You're wanting to sort of fly through this part because it doesn't feel so good. And I do see it's just a little bit unsettled. Things are still sort of in the works towards resolution. Things have not been resolved, whether for the better or for the worse. It just looks like things are sort of at the halfway point. And that part is uncomfortable because we like to know where we stand in relationships. So that's the general meaning that I'm getting from this. I'm going to draw a card for you, just as like a cap to your reading, a closing message. This is what the card looks like, and it says, love has no limits and has no regrets. Okay, Virgo, I hope that you found this video helpful and entertaining. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you like the content of my channel, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care and be well.